Shalom Aleichem, Talmidim and alumni. It's my privilege to be able to share with you the Torah in this week's Parshas Vayikra. The Torah teaches about korbanos. The Pasuk says, "V'hifshit es ha'ola, v'nitach l'sal min sacheha," that there's a mitzvah in a korban ola that first we need to do hefshit, we need to skin the korban, then we need to go ahead and chop it up into bits and pieces. So, Rav Shimon Schwab in his Sefer Mayim Beis HaShoeva points out that the korban ola was the korban tamid, and we know the tefillos that we say nowadays are keneged the korban tamid. Shacharis and mincha are keneged the korban shel shacharis, and the korban tamid shall be in our bayim. So our tefillah, says Rav Shimon Schwab, also have to include these elements, these facets of hefshet and nituach. Where do we find that in our korbanos we have this idea of skinning ourselves, so to speak, and nituach, and chopping ourselves down? So he quotes beautifully over here from the Shulchan Aruch, where the Mechaber says, "Kacha yu osim chasidim v'anshei maisa, shayim misbodidim u'mechabdim b'tfilasam, ad shu magim hispashtus hagashmius u'hisgabrus koach hasichli." That the chasidim and anshei maisa, the earlier tzaddikim from earlier generations, when they would daven, so they would have kavanah in their tefillah to the point of hispashtus hagashmius, where they would, so to speak, shed their physical nature and become totally spiritual. So he says here we find the component of hefshet in our own personal tefillas, shekmo shemafshitin ha'or shu chelek hachitzoni shel hakorban, just like they would skin off the outer hide of the korban, so too a mispal, a person who's davening to Hashem, has to be mafshit gashmiyuso chitzoniyuso ulegalus pnimius nafsho. We have to shed our physicality in order to reveal our inner soul and daven rachanim v'tachanunim b'fnei hamakom, for mercy from Hashem. That's one facet, one element of tefillah. Then he says we also have the element of v'nitach l'togin tachav, that we have to chop ourselves up, just like we chopped up the korban. Where do we find that? The pasuk says in Tehillim, "Leiv nishbar v'nitkeh, Elokim lo tivzeh," that a person who comes to Hashem with a broken heart, we're, so to speak, broken people, chopped up, if you will, so Hashem will not scorn our tefillos. Hashem will accept them. Here we find hefshet v'nituach. So I think this is really a beautiful idea when it comes to the month of Adar. The month of Adar, says the Gemara in Beitza, actually, interestingly, the Gemara says, "Harotzi she'iskayim nechasa, yita behen eitz eder." A person who wants to have success in business should plant in his fields an eder tree. So Rashi over there says, two pshatim, one pshat in Rashi says, this eder tree, ein yodei mahu. I don't know what that tree is. What type of tree is the eder? So the Bnei Yissaschar says that this eder tree is really the month of Adar. That the month of Adar is the idea of hefshet, of uncovering the outside to reveal what's going on underneath. And this is essentially the whole Purim story. We know the Purim story seems to be just a series of coincidences, a series of things that happen totally by chance, and then all of a sudden at the end of the story we're able to reveal what's going on underneath. We're able to see the Yad Hashem, which although the name of Hashem doesn't appear anywhere in the Megillah, once we go through the whole story and we look at the very end back on everything that happened, so we see Hashem all over the place. Everything is the Yad Hashem. This is the message of the month of Adar. The month of Adar is to be megala, to be mafshit, if you will, ourselves, and to be mafshit the world to reveal what's going on underneath. And this I once heard from one of my Rebbeim. This is the translation of the words Megillas Esther. Esther is Hester Panim, is that which is hidden, and Megillah is to be megala. Megillah is to reveal that which is hidden. That's the avodah of the month of Adar. So says the Bnei Yissaschar that if we take this midah of Adar to reveal that which is hidden into our business life, into the Gashmias, so that's the sod for the bracha. That if a person can go ahead and see that all my success in the physical world doesn't come chas v'shalom kochi ve'otzam yadi, no, that everything comes from Hashem. Use that midah of Adar, so then for sure iskaimu nechasa. Have a great Shabbos.